NASCAR 08 chase for the Cup race scene here today. We are back with the Cup Series for the first time in weeks, with just 4 races to go in the season, trying to get Casey Kane first career Nextel Cup Series title at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, fourth to last race of the chase. We have a pretty healthy points lead as of right now, just over 2 full races ahead of David Gilliland of all drivers, who is in second. Not only did David Gilliland make the chase, he is, as of right now, sitting second in the standings with still a shot at the title, although it's going to be very difficult, I think, for us to throw this thing away. Atlanta was not a great race for me earlier this season. We led 23 laps. We finished 10th. I mean, it was an okay race. Obviously, I've had worse throughout the course of the season, but 10th place run at Atlanta. If you watched the Busch race yesterday, we finished in 8th place in a full Busch Series race at Atlanta. So kind of weird that we have back-to-back races on the schedule with 2 completely different seasons. This is still our first season for the Cup Series, and we're on our second season for the Busch. So we'll see what we can do. It's kind of nice having those practice laps last night. I was able to get the car maybe a little bit more dialed in today, of course, using the Gen 4 car for Busch and for Cup. So that is kind of an added bonus, I guess, if you will, for this one. Qualified 18th. Here we go. Green flag in the air. And, of course, it is David Gilliland who is going to be starting today's race on the pole. Kind of spun my tires on the initial start here. And already looking for our way into the first turn. I took a little bit of downforce out of it prior to qualifying. I don't know how I feel about it, to be completely honest. I'm just trying to settle in these first couple laps, hoping that the pack breaks apart a bit. Bam Hall, Wade, welcome to the stream. Clint Boyer won the first race earlier this season at Atlanta. It was his only win of the year. So I just got hit from behind going into turn 1. Thanks, Brian Vickers. And a shot putting me up the racetrack right into Robbie Gordon. Adrian K's wrestling reviews and watch along. Thanks for tuning in. I'm stuck on the outside. Get me to the bottom. I got to be patient here. I can't win the championship today, but I could sure as hell, I wouldn't say lose it. We'll still have a pretty healthy lead if we were to have a terrible run, but I don't want that to happen. Tried to find a spot. Made a little contact with the 09 of Mike Wallace. Now making contact with the wall. There we go. Back to the bottom again. Feel really tight. I try to roll off into the corner. I feel like the car just shoves. I don't know why that is. Because my air pressure's higher than what it was. I have less wedge in the race car than what I had the last time I was at Atlanta. And we didn't have a great run there, and the handling feels just terrible in traffic right now. That's a lot of pizza for 43 bucks. JJ Yaley just about passing us on the outside. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't like this car. This track in Texas, back-to-back races are very, very similar to one another. you'd see it wiggling around like there's no rear security in the race car. Had to check up to keep it off of Robbie Gordon on the front stretch. Got hit from behind by J.J. Haley. But anyway, what I was going to say, it doesn't feel like there's rear security in the car, and I almost feel a bit loose through the middle of the corner, but on entry, it is tight. So it's tight on entry, loose middle. By the exit of the corner, it's not bad. Once I'm in the throttle in full, I feel like it's gripped up to the track, but anytime I'm off throttle, it does not feel comfortable. Do your best to take your time. Yeah, definitely can take our time. We got 500 miles. Got a long race tonight. Somebody blowing up and over. That guy goes. Kyle Petty in the 45. Caution is out already. We only had one caution in the Busch race yesterday, and it took over 100 laps. And here tonight we have a caution less than a dozen laps in. We were on lap 10. I don't know who hit him. It looked like it might have been Paul Menard in the 15. That was the same way we had our crash yesterday, too. I don't know how we get those crashes here at Atlanta, honestly. I've seen them in all 3 series now. We only have 5 sets of tires. I'm going to pit and give up some track position, but I'm not going to pit for tires. We're going to top off on fuel. And this is a bit of a risk because we're losing quite a few spots, but man, this car just does not feel quick enough to me. We're going to take a half round of wedge out of the car. For some reason, I can't adjust the air pressure, and I don't know why. But, yeah, we'll drop the wedge a half round all the way around. And we'll top off on fuel. Patrick Chatterley, welcome to the stream. Move to Spokane, Washington. Interesting. Hopefully you enjoy. Husky Nation. All right, green flag in the air. I did not fire off well in the restart. Wow, what's Jimmy Johnson doing all the way back here? Got by a few cars into the first turn. Mark Martin leads. I'm just trying to go off strategy early, guys, because I don't think I have anywhere near a race-winning car tonight. Took that half round of wedge out of it. It might be a little bit more free through the center of the corner, but I had to do something. I don't like that I couldn't adjust the air pressure. Oh, it's because I didn't take tires. That's why I couldn't adjust. I'm so stupid. I was wondering why that was blacked out. No wonder I couldn't adjust the air pressure. I didn't put any new tires on it. Ran our fastest lap last time by. Maybe we did something right. Was it worth losing 20 positions is the next question. Oh boy. That I didn't like. It was a little bit too free for my liking. It was fast because I held on to it, but 28.831. Fastest lap of the race. Yeah, I'm a little bit too free. I really tried to back the corners up. This is going to be a track position kind of race where I'm not going to be able to pick up many spots based off of passing cars. Well, the good thing about adjusting the car too much is we'll have many more pit stops to come from where that took place. Our teammate Elliott Sadler's in the lead. At least something's going right for the Evernham Dodges tonight. It's just not the points leader. But you know what we do, gang? We fight. We're going to go down fight. I'm not going to mosey around here with a 20th place finish and limp into the championship, all right? We're going to do what we can to win the race, get the best position in the finishing order possible. We're going to try to make a run at it. My color blindness is getting the best of me. I don't know if that's a rival for David Stremme or an ally, and it looks like a rival. Pretty scared, not gonna lie. Been so long since the last race at Martinsville. Oh, he's a rival. He is definitely a rival. All right, hey, that was a free position. He hurt himself more than he hurt me. I'll take that. As long as he doesn't turn me from behind, I will gladly take that. Remember, bonus points do matter for this season. They don't matter for when we're doing the updated playoff format. I'm doing the points myself on the second season, which are the custom schedule seasons, but we do get points for leading laps here. I know we haven't seen that in a while because we haven't raced this season in a minute, but that is the case. So that's not good. All right. The 33rd. I tried to read Sorensen, he crowded me right back. I can't make aggressive moves tonight. I just don't feel like I've got the handling in the car. It's so amazing that when the car's fast, it handles really well too, on this game in particular. There's no in between. Like, my car doesn't feel fast. It's not handling well. And I just can't find that fine line here at Atlanta tonight. We're at 30th. If we can get back to 18th with a little bit more fuel in the race car, that's at least an advantage to us because we pitted. And we didn't take tires. So if anything, that can maybe extend the long run just a little bit more. We haven't caught a debris caution yet. Which, honestly, I don't know what I would do. We're going to have to take our field runs as far as we can, but if we caught another caution, if they end up staying out, I'm pitting again. And I'm going fuel only the next time, again. And I know I'm going to be stressing the tires out quite a bit, but that gives us an ability for later in the race to be able to really push as far as we can. Knowing we have that extra set with this being a 500 miler, 5 sets of tires is not a lot. I need Tony Stewart. A lot of veterans middle to back of the pack tonight, ourselves included. So I haven't really been higher than about 16th in the race. We led one lap in last night's Busch race here, so I'm not expecting a lot coming into the race today. I was expecting to be a little bit better, actually, just because we had those extra practice laps. I really felt like I was able to dial the car in a bit better, but that is not the case. I have worse handling now than I did yesterday, but I think that's also because the speeds are up in these Cup cars versus the Busch cars. At least I know we get the green flag pit stops. I've got the fuel in the car. We can get 5 bonus points for leading at least one lap. We're not off strategy enough to give me confidence that we're going to lead the most or anywhere near the most laps. But we can at least get 5 bonus points. What was that? He did that to me. Crew Chief's telling me don't bang it up too bad. After I got blocked into the wall by AJ Allmendinger. The dinger got me. He got me good. Look out, look out. Don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck. Oh! How the hell did we save that? Both of us. I thought we were both going around. Is that Kenny Schrader? I think it was. How did we not wreck? Might have hurt the tires a little bit more. Oh, we definitely did. That hit me on the last run yesterday. I burnt the tires up a little too much because of contact. And there we are, having a big slide. And we already have to go longer than everybody else, because we went fuel only and everybody else stayed out of the pits during the last caution, except for us, which came out at lap 10. Again, I'm surprised we didn't catch a debris caution. Obviously, Kyle Petty's out of the race after the crash. There was at least one other car involved, which I believe was Paul Menard. Mark Martin is also out of the race, and he led laps earlier. So 2 cars are out in the first 35 laps. These 500-mile races on the mile-and-a-half tracks of these EA games, though, we usually get quite a few DNFs. Like, it's not uncommon to see, like, 8 to 10 guys with engine failures. The race is so long. This day and age, we're just pushing for everything we've got. Engines just can't make it the whole way. About to drift up into Kevin Harvick, too. I did not, though. I made a clean pass. See, I lost time during pit stops at Atlanta in yesterday's race. I'd imagine that would probably end up happening again here in this one. Or at least interval time. Maybe we can gain some positions. Just depending on how stacked up pit road gets. The field is definitely more tighter bunched together from front to really even mid-pack where we're at right now. 22nd, we're, what, just over a second and a half off the lead. This is basically the new Atlanta. But on the old surface and with the Gen 4 car. Rather than Gen 7. Locked off by J.J. Haley. $19. You know, I really was hoping I was going to have more room there. Oh my gosh. Suckered into the outside because they all start backing up. Bit of a slide there, held on to it, we're good. About time that right rear's starting to give way on us, lap 44. Working on Hamlin for a couple laps now, finally got by him. Up to 16th. There's Menard. It doesn't look like he's got much damage. Maybe it wasn't him that hit Kyle Petty, but I thought it was. It's a car that looked like his. Neon Menard's colors. But he definitely doesn't have any damage on the nose. So Jeff Green and Mark Truex Jr. make some contact off turn 4. I got underneath the Jeff Green. Only for him to outdrive us getting into the corner. Nope, not getting suckered into that again. Every time I get to the right rear of somebody else and get to their outside on the front stretch, they run me up the racetrack in the dog leg. Pass on Gilliland. The backstretch, it's fine, but if I'm still there by the exit of turn 4, I'm just going to be on their outside on the front stretch anyway. So I'm kind of forced to have to back out of it, really on both ends of the speedway. We made it 50 laps and we're still in this thing. There were moments that we've had already in this race where it didn't look like we were going to last very long. Oh, come on. Kept it off the wall. I think I'm just going to end up short pitting anyway. I really want to break away from traffic. The tires are shot because I've made too much contact. Had I not made as much contact as I had, I think we were going to be okay. I almost sped. I wasn't sure if I was going to get down in time. All right. Gonna put a pound of air pressure into the race car. 4 tires. First stop of the day for tires. So much for short pitting earlier. I'll maybe consider it later in the race, but... Oh, no! Jackman having problems trying to jack the right side of the car up. This has not been Casey Caden's day, has it? Almost 21.9 second stop. Good news is we're going to have clean air. Bad news is we're going to be behind a lot of cars. We're the only car lap down, so if caution comes out, we'll get the free pass. Get back on the lead lap. Problem is I'll have old tires because I wouldn't want to use my second set already. So we made an air pressure adjustment, trying to make ourselves a little bit better. We've just not had a great run so far. You know, some of the problem could be that I haven't driven these cars in a while. At least with the Cup Series, because they do race different from the Busch Series in this game. Well, I didn't pit that early compared to the rest of the field. Only about 5 laps early, maybe 6. There's quite a few in there, too. Gonna get back on the lead lap on the front stretch this time at least. See how many cars we end up passing. Not many. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose spots. That was a slow pit stop, though. The Jackman having problems on the right side of the race car. I think more cars are in the pits now than what there was the last lap. And 28th. We might get into the top 10. Oh! Clint Boyer might have hit somebody behind us. Get in front of Paul Menard. Come on. Oh, I was so close. Oh, now I'm getting shuffled out of line big time. 3 wide on the top. I do not like this. All right. Found our way to the bottom. Dang, got by 2 of them right there. Well, I haven't cleared Ricky Rudd yet, but we're close. You find Boyer underneath Kurt Busch. All right, 15th. I'll take that. Ryan Newman still leads. Rocket Man's got a lot of speed tonight. Ugh! That was on me. Fastest lap is a 28.765. Not anymore. Now it's a 28.392. That was a big pickup. The multiple adjustments that we have made, the fuel only stop and then taking tires there. We've made some improvements. In fact, I'm making passes on guys inside the top 15 and guys like Jeff Gordon. That's a good sign. Washed up in the center of the corner a little too much. Sterling Marlin may get by us. Nope, not quite. Close. Just beat him back down to the inside. Share Gaming and Entertainment, welcome to the stream. Ugh. Got the yawns tonight. Feel a little sleepy now. I was fine right as I started the stream. I just feel like the last 20 to 30 laps, I'm starting to hit a mental wall. We got a long ways to go. It's not good for that to happen now. Final 67 laps, I can power through that. First 67 laps, I don't know. I definitely don't think we've seen the last caution that we maybe be able to go off strategy again. I hope it's a little more than 10 laps into the fuel run like it was the last time. I just got to take care of my tires better. I can't make massive amounts of contact. Get loose. Keep the tires under the car. Here we go. Got to run after Michael Waltrip here for 11th. Cleared him. One corner. Haven't done that on many drivers where I get to their inside on entry and by exit I have them cleared. Mike Walsh, Bobby Labonte in front of us. That's 9th and 10th. We got the car better than where it was. There's still some things I'd like to try. And if I go the wrong way, I can move it back to where I'm at here. And then some. But we'll probably be making some adjustments all night. Usually I get settled in after a couple stops. I kind of find something that I'm comfortable with. But I feel like there's more I could toy around with. We have 4 sets of tires left waiting for us, so we're guaranteed probably 4 more pit stops if I had to guess. Opportunities will be there. Five seconds off the race lead from Ryan Newman. Newman a lot further back in the chase standings. He's 10th in points coming in. Gonna see a friend tomorrow you haven't seen in a long time. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you have a good, safe time with that. Yeah, Haas going to Chevrolet. Saw that earlier. It's one of the rare occasions where I see Jeff Gluck's tweet like immediately after the news breaks. Usually I don't catch on to the news articles until later in the day, or sometimes it's right here on stream by the time I can actually look at my phone and find it. For these middle of the week streams. Is there anybody else out of the race other than the same two from over 35 laps ago now? Over 40. Mark Martin, Kyle Petty. Somebody blows the motor, I think somebody else is going to hit them while they're down on the apron. It might not be every time we see somebody blow an engine, But I think it's going to happen a couple more times at least before this race is over. So I definitely don't think we've seen the last caution. We haven't had a yellow since lap 10, so we've gone quite a ways now without a caution flag. Tight battle in front of us between Bobby Labonte and Mike Wallace. Labonte getting the spot. Wallace down in line on the bottom, maybe going to look for a crossover, but he's not close enough. Labonte's actually getting a nice pull and reeling in Matt Kenseth down the backstretch, but then pushes wide through 3 and 4. Feel like I've backed my corner up really, really well there. Halfway out of gas already. Man, that was quick. Yeah, we can go about 60 laps on fuel, maybe 58, 59 just to be safe. I've hit it at lap 51. Right before we got to the start-finish line at lap 81. I got Mike Wallace right where I want him. That's the first time we've cracked the top 10 tonight. It took 82 laps, but we got there. You got a couple more spots. Kenseth and Labonte right in front of us. Less than 4 seconds out of the lead. As Ryan Newman, to this point, the race has led the most. Oh, I overcorrected. It's a pretty big hit into the wall. 09 car got underneath me, and I didn't want to crowd him too much, and I overcorrected. Overcorrected, and then that happened. Back up, get a run on him. Oh! Kenseth hit the wall pretty hard behind us. Dang. One from Metallica's the song on repeat for you right now. I was replaying a lot of All That Remains' new album recently. I say new, it came out in January, I think, end of January. I've been going to that back and forward quite a bit this year. Yeah, that's my favorite song from Metallica. If I had to narrow it down to one song, that would be my favorite. I know I mentioned before that that album as a whole is my favorite album of all time. But that one's up there, and then Shortest Straw is probably my second off of that album. I get to these top 10 cars and I just can't back the corner entry up enough and still get a run on them. on the straightaway. Middle of the pack guys, it was working out a lot better. I just feel like I'm losing too much time doing that now. Yep, Cup practice qualifying tomorrow at 4:30. We'll be streaming it right here on the channel. I haven't put the community tab post out yet, but that'll be out after the stream tonight. Oh gosh. Lars really from Denmark? I have no idea. I just assumed they were all from California. Both right sides are getting a little worn. Like Walls closing off Bobby Labonte up on the outside. Big run for ourselves on the bottom and nowhere to go with it. Carried a lot of speed on entry. Drifted up a bit. Closing off Michael Waltrip. Haven't cleared Labonte because of that contact. Didn't get off turn 2 very well. But Labonte went so far wide that it created more of an opportunity for us to actually make this pass. And we did get the spot. Lap 94, and we are up to 9th. Every spot matters. Might end up losing positions through the pit stops anyway, but least I can do is get as much time now as I can. Pickers got to be better than what they were in the last stop. Jackman cost us quite a few positions. Oh, big contact. Is that Kenseth again? That's twice he's hit the wall. Pretty late off turn 4. I don't think he had contact that time from Waltrip. Oh, Mark Martin's back on the racetrack, but slow. Oh! I drifted up right into him. No! Well, it fell out of the top 10. Too far loose. It's high line. Back to 13th. Just blew the corner, and Mark Martin happened to be right there as I was washing up the racetrack. I just noticed Kyle Busch is in the lead now. Oh my gosh. This car's spraying up a ton on me. Waltrip and Kenseth are side by side. That was the one that got beat into the corner. Dang it. Get a couple spots, lose a couple spots. Get a couple spots, then lose them right back again. We were 4 seconds on the lead. Now we're almost 6 seconds back. Got into battling for position just a little bit too much. Tires are falling off the race car. Just over 100 laps in. About an eighth of a tank of gas left. Didn't like that power slide. Smooth corner on my end that time. A little side draft at the end of the backstretch on the Bonnie. Got by him through 3 and 4. Probably going to give it right back up again. Nope. Somehow able to get that cut right in the middle of the corner. There we go. Get side by side. Whoa, they made contact. If I didn't bounce off the wall, I probably would have got by him. I mean, the opening riff's the main riff, pretty much. So, if you were to pick any of them from that song, that'd probably be the one. All right. Got my Mark Martin a lot easier that time. Stay out one more lap, and then I'm going to pit. I'm on a slightly shorter side of the window for fuel. We're taking our second set of tires. Hang on to it.
Outside. You got one outside. Don't worry about a block from him. He's feeling nice today.
Gonna drop the wedge a half around. And I'm gonna drop the air pressure 3 pounds all the way around. I'm just trying different setups. Give myself something of a chance. Billy, welcome into the stream. Granted, I knew where the car was just at for old tires. It feels grippy now. Could just be the new tires on the car. Drop the wedge, drop the air pressure. We are in the free pass position. I don't like the fact that we only have 3 sets of tires left the rest of the race. I feel like it's a little early for us to burn a couple of them up already. We've gone over 100 laps since the only caution of the race. Back on lap 10. Still pretty optimistic we're going to get a couple more before the end. Just a matter of when will they be for us to go off strategy again. Next time I'd like to go off strategy and stay off strategy. Do my best, stay in front of this group of cars. Well, Scott Riggs blew by me. I might be able to get up into the top 10 here. I think we're going to pass a few more on the front stretch. We got the last of the leaders in. Get by maybe a couple more through turns 1 and 2. All right. Oh, no. Oh, Kyle Busch, come on, man. Lay off me. So he cycled up to 5th. Oh man, he shut the door on me. I cut him a lot of slack. There we go. Got a run on him. On the backstretch. Take this pass. Get back in the top 5. Well, Pablo Montoya came out of the pits just so much further ahead of everybody else. So that time I pitted a little earlier than everybody else. 5 to 10 laps again, just like I did the last time. But there was no pit road mistake this time. We were really able to capitalize off of that. We went from running between 8th and 13th up to 5th. We were ahead of Sadler, but then with that speed glitch, he got by us on the outside. Maybe we can run him back down for 4th. And we made some adjustments to the race car. I'm hoping it helps the long run balance more than anything, was why I made the adjustments I made. Trying to start the air pressure just a little bit lower. Marlin trying to pass us on the outside. Mark Martin in that 01 car right there. It's going to be tough for him to make that pass, and he did not. And Elliott Sadler definitely got held up, and we're running down this 19 car for 4th. Clean air. Bottom of the track. Little contact. And up to 4th. I think we have to look at maybe taking right side tires on the next stop and trying to save a half a set. I'm afraid we're not going to have anything left at the end of the race. Oh my gosh, he dove into the corner so late on me, and he was on the apron. I freaked the fuck out. That's what I did right there. I was scared he was going to drift up into me, and I ended up just drifting up the racetrack myself. What's he doing that low on the racetrack? But kudos to him, I guess it worked, but don't do that again. I don't want anybody doing that to me again. '70s, no rain this weekend. I did see that. Perfect weather for the fans. Mid-70s, no rain. Out in the Midwest, might be a little windy. But again, no rain. That's the big thing. Catching up on the slow car of Mark Martin again. Martin moving out of the way. Got a free position on Jeff Green up to 4th. Marlin going for 3rd underneath our teammate Scott Riggs. Oh, they're both going wide. Big hole opened up on the inside. Oh, man, running tightly. Riggs is trying to squeeze into that middle line. I don't want him to get there. Pushing hard for this. Flew to that white line through 1 and 2. There we go. Up to 3rd. Race high 3rd place position for Casey Kane. 3.5 seconds off the race leader, Juan Pablo Montoya. Very decent run after Sterling Marlin out of turn 4 for 2nd. Won't get him. Oh, big block by the 14 car. Blocking the heck out of me right now. Scared he's going to end up wrecking us. He was very aggressive when he passed me for position. Now he's being very aggressive, trying not to be passed back. I mean, look at that. I can't go any lower. Trying to back this corner up as much as I can. Try a wider line on entry. Get to him this way. There we go. Come on. Now we got to stay in it. No! Go down here. Shortcut the course a little. There we go. Now we're up to 2nd. I kind of cheated a bit, but it worked. I believe I hurt the tires too bad doing that. All right. Haven't led yet. 134 laps in. Longer than what we were into the Busch race, and I had led at least to 1 lap there. How's the car? It's slowly getting better. As we're getting better in the running order as well. Up to 2nd. I think we're faster than Montoya on this long run. I think we'll get to him eventually. Especially knowing we'll catch Mark Martin a few more times before our next pit stop as well. Yeah, we'll pass in the grass. It's ugly but effective. Mark Martin's right in front of the leader, Montoya, out of turn 4. Montoya, I couldn't tell if he cleared that other lap car or not before that. Leads down to 1.1. All right, get out of the way, Mark. Never mind. Pass you down there instead. 1 second out of the lead. Can't believe I had enough grip to do that without losing much time. 9/10 off of Montoya. I'm slower with the setup at the start of the run, but in doing so, I think I'm taking care of my tires a lot better, and that's why we're picking up spots the longer the run goes. Gotten by Mark Martin pretty quickly 2 times in a row also, compared to everybody else that was around us at the time of catching him on both occasions. We've got a long ways to go in this race yet. So I got 3 sets of tires left. I know at some point I'm going to have to save some sets. Dale Jr. just fell a lap down. Wow, Dale Jr. is a lap down in 40th. Jimmy Johnson's in 39th, tail end of the lead lap. What has happened to those two tonight? Especially Jimmy Johnson. He's a defending series champion. Yeah, your Jeep's playing tonight. Opening game. Another slow car that Montoya's catching. Looks like a slow car. If it's not an extremely slow car, it's definitely a lapper. Jimmy Johnson. The fact that Dale Jr. and Jimmy Johnson are battling right now for 39th a lap down is insane. I'm also quite surprised that more cars have not dropped out of this race. It's a lot as to why I thought we were going to see more cautions. Especially after the Kyle Petty deal. And he was the first one to drop out. They used to be 325, change it to 260. Yeah, even when they first had the newer Atlanta for the Super Speedway, they ran 500 miles there in the spring the first 2 years. Last 2 years they haven't. Both races have been 400 miles now. Okay, so we're slowly catching the 42. I don't buy that the 8 and the 48 are this slow in actuality, so I don't think they're going to be easy passes for us on the lappers. Jimmy Johnson's fading quick. Dale Jr. is kind of keeping up with Montoya a bit after he got past. All clear on Jimmy Johnson. I did catch it pass him quick. What has happened to JJ? 3 wide middle for Montoya. Robbie Gordon going a lap down at the hands of Mark Martin, slowing him up. Now we're 6/10 out of the lead. Dale Jr. just got his lap back right in front of Montoya, and he's holding him up. Montoya's going to try to cross him over. Yeah, that's right. Get the race and take him 3 wide, Robbie. He's trying. He might do it. Might be 3 wide with the leader in the middle in turn 1, and it is. Go, Casey, go. We're closing. We are closing. Oh, Dale's going to take him 3 now. Look at this. Racing the crap out of each other, trying to get back by Montoya and get back in the lead lap. And it's resulted in Casey Kane closing for his first lead of the race. Then a couple car lengths. It's 3 wide again. Getting a little free out of turn 4. We've got to run, though. Going for it. Oh, he just got to the bottom in front of us. Go figure, right when I caught him, they finally got it sorted out. Oh, Dale. Oh, Dale. I thought he wrecked. Hit the wall, then he bounced into Robbie Gordon. There was a caution at lap 10. That's the only one we've had so far. I'd like to lead a lap before we pit. Just in case I don't get this close again. Get our 5 bonus points. We only led 1 lap last night. Not going to make any setup changes on the next stop. Back up that middle of the corners. Can't get a ton of straightaway speed on him. Doing everything I can right now. There we go. He went a little bit off the bottom. About a half a lane clean air through the first half of the turn. Inch just a bit closer again. Try to do the same thing. Here we go. All over him now. Right there. Mark Martin up high. Martin down low. Pick a lane, Mark. No, not in front of me. Dang it. Lost a little time because of that. I thought he was going to stay on the bottom. He was there for so long. Oh, I blew that corner. Bit of sideways drifting up out of turn 2. Yeah, fuel's low. That's why I want to lead this lap so badly before we pit. In case I lose positions. Most of the front portion of the field spaced out quite a bit. Just got to get on and off better than the 42.
Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from the pack. Leader's right in front of you.
Well, not too much of the apron there. I mean, I'm going to try to stretch the field as far as I can, but I have about 5 to 10 laps less than everybody, so I'm not going to be able to lead a lap that way. Now the fuel light's flashing. Running out of time to get to the lead. Damn, 163. Well, halfway. Halfway through the race.
Halfway. Through now. We got plenty of time to make a move.
Gonna try to go to lap 165. So I'm gonna pit this time because I think he's catching a slow car up out of turn 4.
Come on, buddy. You gotta watch those tires.
Try to get a little bit more of an advantage on him. We're gonna put the air pressure up 1 pound all the way around. Still trying to find the best balance that we can.
Down the way.
Oh my gosh, guys! That's their second faulty pit stop already out of 3. How slow is this one gonna be? 19.4. Okay, it wasn't as bad as the one that they had earlier. Still lost time, a couple seconds. I'm pulling out. I don't care. $5,432 days since the last Xfinity race, Worldwide Technology Raceway. Wasn't the last race that they had there the one where Brad and Carl Edwards tangled on the front stretch? Basically, Carl Edwards just tried to commit murder on Brad Keselowski. Vehicular homicide. then the famous Bob Keselowski quote, "I'm not going to let him kill my boy."
Clear, all clear.
What was the clown for pit crew? Krusty? Krusty the clown? I can't do it right now, my voice. I was going to try. I was going to try to do a Krusty voice. I haven't heard his voice in a while. I don't think I can go to that octave right now. I think I need a little bit more water. Even then, I don't even think I can do it. Yep, 2010. We are not in the free pass position. If the caution were to come out, we are going to be a lap down. We've got 2 sets of tires left the rest of the race. All I'm hoping is that we could cycle in front of the 42 of one Pablo Montoya, enough to at least get 1 lap led. We've got cars on pit road. More will be on their way in. Riggs to the inside, a little contact with us.
Clear on both sides.
Locking on Kenseth. It's where the speed glitches happen. Right in the middle of green flag stops. Tag that white line. I got glued to it, about turned myself.
Keep this pace up, so it's good.
Caution. I just got back on the lead lap. I think the leader was right behind me as the caution came out. Michael Walter bringing out our second yellow of the race. I don't know where this is going to cycle us. Oh, boy. I don't know. I mean, we're on the lead lap, but I don't think I'm going to get all my spots back. We'll see. I'm topping off. Oh, what? I tried to pit. I tried to top off on fuel. We're one of a few that are on the lead lap. I hit X, and then it closed out on me almost immediately. Green flag back in the air. Lap 176. Went over 160 laps between cautions. Oh, here's our shot. Get to the lead this way. Hold him up just a little bit longer, Tony. Oh, Kyle! Kyle! No! You idiot! No! Oh my gosh, why was he running so tight on me like that? We were so close to the lead! Rowdy done did it. Even in 2007, he was washed. Not really, but he won a few races this season. Gosh darn it. So close to the lead. It was a lap down, too. That was the worst part. It wasn't even for position. Kyle Lance, welcome to the stream. After all that one, Pablo Montoya is back in the lead, too. Oh, Busch got his lap back. I hope he's happy. Lap 179. We have not led this entire race. And caution's out again. Do I pit for fuel this time? I don't know how many cars are in the lead lap. I didn't look. I got to go back and look. Try to find this quickly here. 16, 17... 17 cars on the lead lap. So if I pitted for fuel only right now from second. Oh, man. We'll be on the upside of fuel. We're only going to be on the upside by a few laps, so that's the problem. We're going to stay out. We're going to stay out. It would have been better when everybody else came in, but we're probably going to catch more debris cautions here. Looks like Truex is pretty damaged. And Busch got back in the lead lap, and then he caught the caution. Green flag back in there. Well, we almost got to the lead once. Let's see if we can do it again. Got to the bottom a little quicker this time. Come on. Toya stuck on the outside. Follow Truex. Follow this one car. There we go. Oh, dang it. Oh, we were there. We were right there. Oh, my gosh. I'm cramping. We were like inches from the lead. We were side by side. Well, really 3 wide with the lapper in the middle. Was he on the lead lap when that hood came off, too? Was he inches ahead of Montoya? He was. He was barely on the lead lap as the caution came out. That was so close between me and the 42 car. Because the one was ahead of both of us. Dang it. What is it going to take to get to the lead in this race? When in doubt, stay out. Yep. I wasn't expecting any debris cautions. Up to 4 yellows now. Lap 187. Gotta... Oh, dang it. Contact with Paul Menard. I still might get him. I didn't think I was going to get him after contact with Menard. Nope. I got it. 5 bonus points. Give it to me. I led that lap. It wasn't by much, but I got it. You guys saw it. We led 1 lap. That's 5 bonus points. Tony, you got to give me more room than that, man. Oh, we're 3 wide. Even still, what are we doing? I had no room to make that. Well, would have been nice to get in the lead and stay in the lead. Still 2 sets of tires left the rest of the race. That's still insane to me that the Monaco Grand Prix is not going to be on Memorial Day weekend anymore. But Tony Stewart gets underneath Montoya. Try to get back on the lead lap. We could follow Stewart and get to the lead. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Shahir. See you tomorrow. There we go. Oh, they made contact. Oh, baby. Come on, get there. How did he get a run like that? Just not expecting that. All right, we're ahead of Stewart. Slowed him down enough that now we've gotten to him. Now we just got to get by him. Get there, stay there. Get there, stay there. Gotta run. Cheat. Oh, we are so close. No, I just blew it again. Thank goodness. All right. Why did I... Now David Reagan's leading. Honestly thought he was a lap car. Oh, hang on. Slowing up a little bit because of Mark Martin. Oh, baby. Just squeezing our way down to the bottom. Well. We can get him. I don't think Reagan's as quick as Montoya was. Left a lot of bottom open. Now stay with him. Long enough to get into 3. There we go. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'd assume Montoya's led the most laps so far tonight. Hard telling exactly how many he has led for us to try to catch up and lead the most to get 10 bonus points. We're out in front at Atlanta. We've got 2 pit stops to go. Yeah, got to the lead and stayed there. Almost 200 laps to get to the lead. Oh my gosh. That was a grind. And I didn't even start last like I did last night either. I started 18th, middle of the pack. And it still took us this long. Still not quite the best scenario for fuel. There were some that pitted during the second yellow, and obviously we had pitted a handful of laps before that. Just gotta hope we don't catch a caution in the middle of green flag pit stops again. I got lucky. I was the last car in the lead lap. I had just got my lap back as the caution came out. That caution would have came out a half lap sooner. I would have been a lap down. Well, I got to the lead and staying here for a couple laps. I feel comfortable that I should be able to lead at least until I pit. Unless Mark Martin slows me down a ton, which I guess isn't impossible. We'll catch him pretty soon, within a few laps. We'll probably catch him a couple more times before our next stop. Sitting at about 122 to go. 2 sets of tires left. A couple of cautions during this run have helped us. Try to stretch it out a little bit more. 3 cautions work 9 caution laps. Yeah, catching him in the straightaways is a lot easier than catching him in the corners. I feel like every time I catch him in the turns, I don't know whether he's going top or bottom. Wish he just started at the top and stayed there. He is for most of the pack this time, it looks like. Never seems to be when I catch him in the corners, though. Or sometimes he'll be on the top and then he'll move to the bottom right in front of me. It's not just him. I mean, it's several races that we've ran where that's been the case. Whoever it is, they're that off the pace compared to the rest of the AI. Don't move. You talk about don't move from my chair? I gotta squirm a little bit. I gotta adjust every once in a while. Got a second lead all of a sudden. Still doesn't matter when our pit crew gives us so much time during our pit stops. We'll never know how far back in the field I was going to cycle after the last one. First it was the jackman, then the front tire changer. Both were on the right side of the car when they made their mistakes. First stop and then the third stop. We have 2 pit stops left. 2 sets of tires left. What can we do? Let's not mess it up these last 2 times. That's what I hope we can do. I got my chair during COVID. I honestly don't remember when I got this chair. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember I had a chair that kind of squeaked quite a bit there. I had like a regular office chair when I first started the channel. I don't remember how long I had that for. And when I got this. One second lead.
Check your fuel gauge.
Quarter of a tank of gas left at this point in the run.
Taking it easy on you.
So they caught him in the corner, passed him pretty quickly to the outside that time. I had to move my line, but didn't slow me up much. Four cautions so far tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kane leads, Marlin second, Matt Kenseth third, David Reagan fourth, and Jeff Gordon rounds out the top five in fifth. Juan Pablo Montoya has fallen to sixth, Hamlin seventh, Elliott Sadler eighth, Dale Jr. ninth, and Mike Wallace in 10th. We're in the window to make it on fuel with two more stops pretty easily here. Still going to try to stretch this run out as far as we can. Got 20 cars on the lead lap. Tony Stewart is the first car one lap down in 21st. Really free out of turn 4.
Put that fuel far enough. Bring it on in.
Took almost 200 laps to get to the lead. Bled probably about 25 laps in this race. Try to stay out of the pits as long as we can before we pit. We'll be of that first group coming in.
Compressor getting warm.
Pit crew's going to have to be better. That was a big power slide up out of turn 2. I did not like that. Another big wiggle out of turn 4. Oh, see what I mean? Why would he do that? He literally ran right into me. Fuel light's still flashing. It's been like that for about a lap. 100 laps to go here at Atlanta. Happy Friday, Matthew. Gonna pit the following time by lap 228 will be my strategy plan. Four tire stop, no adjustments. Well, that's going to lose us a little bit of time. Coast our way into the pits. It's not going to lose us a lot of time, though. They're slowing up on the racetrack. Okay, now I'll brake. All right, not terrible. They closed the gap, but we were still ahead of them when we came in. Plans outside of streaming for the weekend. Got a golf scramble Sunday morning. That's about it for me. Outside of the racing gateway NASCAR. Jeff Gordon's out in front now. All right. Cycle out with some clean air, 4 fresh tires. See what we can do. We're in 21st. So we are well, we are not the first car lap down. Is that Tony Stewart right in front of us? That'd be the free pass position. I'd like to pass him. He's got fresher tires. Tournament's Monday and tomorrow. One car pitting. Tony Raines off turn 4. Probably going to be a wider cycle of pit stops this time because of the wave of cars that pitted during the caution. The second yellow specifically. We had 2 yellows after that, where nobody pitted. Only a couple of them came down that time. There's Stewart. Quite a few of the lead lap cars ahead of us are on their way in. David Reagan still out on the track. Bobby Labonte getting himself 5 bonus points. Leading the lap. I don't think he's led yet today till now. During the green flag pit sequence.
Come on, bud. Let's go get the next one now.
There's Jeff Gordon. I think we might be the leader. This all cycles through. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but we're doing pretty good right now. Labonte's on his way in. Look at how fast Kurt Busch caught us. That is insane. That might be for a position, so I've got to block for my life here.
Don't stop there, man. You're looking real good right now.
More cars that closed in behind him pretty quickly, too. Jeff Gordon's one of them. Oh, Kurt's got a pit yet. Okay. So he's got to pick. Now we're blocking Jeff Gordon. Oh, just got down in front of Tony Raines. Come on, hold on to it. You know what? I did what I could there. The fact that he clears us by 0.6 of a second off the exit of the corner is pretty ridiculous. Everything else I did right. Couldn't quite clear Robbie Gordon. 1.8 seconds off Jeff Gordon already. We were just in front of him like 2 laps ago. Lap and a half, maybe. You got 1 set of tires left. 1 set of tires. 1 more pit stop remaining. Hendrick Motorsports 1-2. Gordon first, Busch second. Draft with Robbie Gordon on the bottom. Get underneath the Kyle Busch. Try to get under Busch ourselves. Side draft to... I think I've got him in turn 1 here. Alright, up to 3rd. The fact that Robbie Gordon's in 2nd place right now is pretty insane. Mark Martin again. Probably shouldn't have went up high to try to get a run on him. Robbie Gordon passed him on the outside, and then as soon as he did, he moves up. Mark, you son of a... Oh my goodness. That couldn't have gone any worse. That was literally the worst thing that could have happened there. And still stayed green. And lost another 0.5 second to Jeff Gordon. And I caught the wall. Oh, I couldn't tell if they made contact with one another there or not. That was close, Marlin and Bush.
Outside, got one outside. Need someone to draft with. He'll work with you. Clear, all clear. About 1.5 off the leader. Watch it, come on. Still alongside.
Gordon got held up big time. Michael Waltrip, who ran out of gas earlier, is now back in this thing. Well, Gordon got held up, and then so did we. Still less than a second off the lead. We get one spot out of it. Got a run on Sterling Marlin, but he's going to probably continue to block the bottom. Make it harder for us to try to make this move. Back up and get a run on him here off turn 4. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, not quite there.
Normally, you'd see him block you right about.
Might be able to even follow him to get by Jeff Gordon. Go Sterling. Give him a little bump draft.
Still hanging on. We work
Teamwork making the dream work. Up to second. Come on. Like right there on Sterling Marlin. Just ran my fastest lap. 27.873 that last lap. All over this 14 car. Just cannot get around him. There we go. Catch a Mark Martin again. Can we get by Sterling Marlin this time? He left a lot of bottom open. Actually dripped up on the white line too. Come on, baby. I think we've got him where we want him. Drive it in deep into 1 and 2. Sail it off. We've got him. Clear. Lap 250. Back in the lead. Can Casey Kane win at Atlanta? Marlin had a good run off the top down the backstretch, but he couldn't beat us to the inside into 3. Probably settle in, and I would expect us to pit with around 40 to go. And then that will be the final stop of the race. Really, I mean, I could pit even earlier than that if I wanted to. Be a little bit of a gamble, but I think it could work. Well, caution's out. That makes things interesting because I don't think we're in the window yet to make it on fuel to the end of the race. Wow. Debris for John Wood. How many laps did we have left? Like 70 something? I'm pitting. Give me that last set of tires. We're going to go fuel only. I want to ensure I'm going to win the race on those final green flag stops. I want to make sure that we can do it. That way, in case our pit crew messes this up, we're the only ones down here. Got about half the field a lap down.
Less than half the field ducked onto pit road during that caution.
All right, here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. 19th. Restarted with exactly 70 laps to go. We're going to be 10 to 15 laps short on fuel. If we caught another quick caution that could top off, we'd be even closer, but not having to push the tires that much further. I'd like to get through this field as much as I can with the 4 fresh Goodyears. They're nearly 4 wide in front of us. Definitely going to be a bit chaotic back in the pack. Don't wreck. Gotta know the situation here. Robbie Gordon just took the lead away from Jeff Gordon. And I'm not talking about a road course in the early 2000s either. I'm talking about Atlanta in 2007 for his own race team. Look at this gaggle. 3x3 at Hotlanta. That's what NASCAR 25 is going to look like. Race it better. Like the restarts with the 550 package. Don't wreck, don't wreck. Gotta remember there's 2 slow cars now, Michael Waltrip and Mark Martin. Oh, baby. I didn't know Denny Hamlin was going to have enough room there. Tony Raines was crowding the heck out of him. Getting through a lot of this traffic with these fresh tires, though. Man, if we can drive up here with the fresh tires and get the advantage of being able to go fuel only, I think we're in a great spot. Knowing we can make it in the final 15 laps before we have to pit again. We're going to have the entire field lapped for quite a long time, too. Bet if we did catch a caution, we'd be able to pit for fuel only and still restart in the lead. Just ran our fastest lap of the race by a couple thousandths of a second, 27.855. And we are back in the top 10 as well. We'll be catching Mark Martin and Michael Waltrip pretty shortly. Two pies, pizza, and wrestling. There we go. That's a night right there. The 27.624 fastest lap of the race the last time by, and we'll make a pass for ninth. And our fastest laps here late. Final set of tires. Catching those two slow cars. Stay to the bottom. There we go. We're holding up a few of them. Up high. 3 wide. Try to crowd a couple of them. There we go. First Truex. Here's Waltrip. We're up to 6th. 1.3 to 1.4 up the lead. That's spaced out the front of the pack quite a bit. Sterling Marlin's now back out in front. Is Michael Waltrip a good racer during this season? Not really. Not in his MWR days. He was past his prime at that point. Later years, by that point, were in the rearview mirror. There's a spot to Tony Raines. And we did. Chadwick 4887, welcome to the stream. Oh. Again, we are up to 6th. Final set of tires in the race. Our plan is to go fuel only on the final stop, if I could spit it out. Everybody else I would expect to pit with about 40 to go or less. And then we're going to go splash and go at the very end, because we are short. And there's no way we're going to save 10 to 12 laps of gas if it stays green to the end. We're close enough to the front of the field now that we've attacked on these fresh tires. We're up to 5th. Now, splash and go while we're in the pits for the final stop. If the caution came out before everybody pitted, at least we'd restart in the lead and have our track position, which I think is going to be enough for us. I don't think we've got the fastest car here. Our laps led total will dictate that. This strategy could allow us to lead the most laps as well. It's not impossible. I don't know how many Montoya and maybe some of the other drivers like Newman, who led a lot early in the race, actually led. mean, obviously Jimmy Johnson won the title in 07. Jeff Gordon had a great 2007. Won quite a few races. There's still quite a few laps left if you really think about it. We got a little over 50 to go. This is going to be the longest we've had to push our tires today. So we're going to be a little bit low grip. I think getting in and off the pit road is going to be huge for us to not slide the tires too much. In the event of a late race restart, we're going to need those tires for that reason. Caution, come on. I don't want a yellow. I'd rather this play green. The yellow is kind of the second situation because they're going to be close behind us just in case my tires fall off, having to go an extra 10 to 12 laps on them. 50 to go at the line. Walter Martin up high. Trying to trap Joe Nemechek up there. That wasn't happening. It's not going to get caught by Waltrip either. We're close enough to him. We might be able to get by him eventually. We're within a second of the lead. Got 5 cautions here tonight at Atlanta. We'll look to the inside of Nemechek now for 4th. Yep, we are in the final set. I like this strategy call, especially now that we're back up into the top 5 again anyway. It's been so hard to pass the car with the clean air. It took us almost 200 laps to get to the lead, so I'm not risking losing the lead on the final stop and not getting it back again. That was the big thing that ended up costing me last night in the Busch race, so I'm trying to learn from that. And the fact that we've lost the lead twice on pit stops and struggled to get it back to later in the run. This last run is going to be shorter for everybody else. So I didn't know if I was going to have enough laps, depending on how much time was lost. We've had 2 really slow stops because of pit road mistakes by the pit crew. So just trying to take all the determining factors that are out of my control to the side. Focus on being on offense for right now, and then we'll be on a little bit of defense late, but at least it's in my control at this point. Caution was close enough to the window. I'm willing to go 10 to 12 laps extra on tires. You know, we get 20, 30 laps, that might be pushing it, but I can make it 10 to 12. And we should. I mean, it depends on how bad the speed glitches are, but we should be the leader. Splash and go. I'd even be able to get back into the lead before they pit. It's going to be tough. Get by all 3 of these guys. Dale Jr. and Kyle Busch for 2nd. What a comeback by Dale Jr. I forgot he was a lap down around 39th, 40th earlier in the race. And now he's up to 2nd. What a great job by that 18. Him and Jimmy were very slow early. I still haven't seen Jimmy anywhere, but Dale Jr. turned it around. His stayed the Buddy's Pizza in Detroit is my favorite pizza. I don't eat it as often because I don't live in the Detroit area, but when I go up there for events, concerts, sporting events and whatnot, I like going to Buddy's Pizza. Wrestling shows. I had it when I went to Raw it was more than a couple weeks. Month and a half ago. That was the last time I've had it, but yeah, I try to go up there whenever I'm in that vicinity as much as possible. The Detroit chain specifically, they have several restaurants, but they're all in the Detroit area. All right, we're at 41 to go. Haven't seen anybody pit yet. Any lap, we'll start to see them make their way in. We're up to third. Kyle Busch and Sterling Marlin, the only two in front of us. And Busch is maybe going for the lead on Marlin. Not quite going to get there. Catching the 55 and the 01. Martin and Waltrip again. First Martin. Busch stuck on the outside. Trying to trap him behind Martin here. In doing so, Dale Jr. going to get by everybody. He's down on the apron. Oh, so I got by Busch, but ended up not netting anything out of it. Dang. Dang. Hitting that wall's not going to help my tires either, especially knowing my rights are wearing out a lot quicker than the lefts. Nobody's pitted yet. I mean, it doesn't really matter. At some point, they're going to have to pit. "37 laps to go. Marlin does have one win on the season, too. Been very competitive this evening. I overdrove that pretty bad. Marlin pits from the lead. Dale Jr., if he hasn't led before, he's leading now. Lap 291. Kane to second. And as soon as Dale Jr. pits, we're going to be out in front. Johnson's still 37th. Yeah, what a terrible race for Jimmy Johnson. My goodness. All right, right rear's already in the yellow. That's a bit concerning because we still have a lot of laps left. Really going to be pushing it. Guess we probably burned a bit driving through the field the way we did. Oh, a little loose there. Got a run on Dale Earnhardt Jr., though. Couldn't get up off turn 2 very well. I think he's pitting this time anyway. Casey Kane back out in front here at Atlanta. One of these cars behind us coming up with a huge head of steam. Robbie Gordon, one of which. Can't tell who's behind him. Yeah, there's a shot with this strategy. Maybe we can lead the most laps. Maybe. Might take 2. Well, I'm out of tires. I can't take tires the rest of the race. I have to go fuel only when I do the splash and go. We're going to stay out as long as we can. Just in case we catch a caution, everybody will be trapped a lap down. And then we'll cycle back out with the lead again. But I'm on my final set of tires. It was the gamble I took pitting during the last caution. Stretching the window out. Again, about 10 to 12 to go. Somewhere between there is when we'll end up hitting. Probably closer to the 12 to go side just to be safe so we don't run out. Scuffs. If I had the ability to, I would. But well, I probably wouldn't because it would still waste time in the pits by taking tires. Yeah, I'm hoping Splash and Go cycles us out in front. That's why I pitted. Even though I was in the lead already, our pit stops have not been good tonight. The pickers made 2 mistakes, and I was really scared of the final stop coming, like right now with about 30 to go, that we were going to lose the lead because of a very slow stop and never get it back. Because that's what happened in the Busch race last night. We ended up finishing 8th after pitting from the lead on the final stop. About, what, 40-something laps to go? Something like that. This is going to be less than that. I just didn't want to take that risk. And we were at Atlanta. We had the benefit of running the Busch race last night, which, again, usually I don't get the benefit of running 2 races at the same track back-to-back days like that. These are 2 completely different seasons. Custom schedule season for Busch, and this is a Cup season on the standard schedule from 2007. So very fortunate that worked out the way it did, and I was able to kind of learn from last night and finishing 8th in the Busch race and trying to take advantage of that if we caught a caution late, which we did. And I'm hoping it stays green, because the last thing I want to do is on old tires try to fend everybody off, because they're going to have about a good 20 to 30 laps on me on fresher tires. Dale Jr. is back in 2nd again, and Kyle Busch 3rd, Montoya 4th, Marlin has dropped to 5th. Sadler 6th, Mike Wallace in 7th, Tony Raines 8th, Dale Jarrett 9th, Robbie Gordon in 10th. Ay, ay, ay. The Waltrip was going to hit me. That's another thing, too. If I lead the most laps in this race because of this strategy alone, for one, we're not going to lead the most laps by much if I did. But for 2, that's an extra 5 bonus points. That'd be huge. I know we've got a big championship lead, but clinching the title as early as possible, always beneficial. I'm going to be sliding around a ton at the end of this race. Yeah, the tires are going to make it. My right rear might end up in the red at some point before the end, but make it. I just hope I'm not giving up too much time. I was 1.4 seconds slower than my fastest lap of the race that last time by, so we've definitely lost time. Gosh, I swear, if the pit crew messes up a splash and go stop, I'm going to be upset. I'm literally going to be down for a quarter tank of gas. Half a can, that's all I need. Half a can could get me about 13 to 15 laps. We're 10 to 12 short, so that should be enough to get us to the finish. All they got, one guy has one job, and that's the fueler. Get the can engaged and get the hell out of there. Picked up a little bit, 1.2 slower instead of 1.4 that last lap. I don't know what I found. I found something. I got glued to that white line. It sucked me down a bit. Hey, Montoya's up to second now. What a run. Juan Pablo Montoya. I really got to make sure I don't squawk the tires coming into the pits, knowing I have to keep this set on. Honestly, if we were to take 4 tires super late, I don't think there's any chance of cycling back to the lead and winning the race. That's even if the pit crew made a clean stop. 20 to go this time by. We're getting close. Getting close to our stop. About halfway to the end from what we have left. Oh, man. It's a big moment out of turn 4. To walk to the next track, yeah. Yeah, what Billy said. Bobby Labonte slow. Oh, gosh, please nobody hit him. He's going to have to make it all the way through 3 and 4. Stay green. Please. This thing's wiggling around a ton. Oh, dang it. Somebody hit him. I see it already on the track map through 3 and 4. Come on! Oh, we were in such a good spot. Mike Wallace, you dummy. Old fart Mike Wallace. Man, he just pile drove into him. I still can't take tires. I'm going to put 1 can just to be safe now that there is a caution. We're still going to be the leader. Somebody's getting the free pass. I would assume they can take the wave around, right? We might get lucky. We might only be racing 1 guy. The problem is we have about 20 to 30 lap older tires. I'm going to put a half around a wedge into the car while I'm down here and trying to tighten it up just a little. Rear tire's losing grip. All right.
Less than half the field ducked on the pit road during that caution.
Did we? No way. It has to be the wave around cars in front of us, right? I think it's the wave. Now, if we caught another caution. Huh? No! What? How are we in 12? That was the whole reason I did that strategy, is because I knew we'd be the leader in the event that that happened. How am I the one stuck at the back? And then Dale Jr. got the free passes behind us. He should be in second, and I should be in the lead. Well, Steve, thanks for tuning in, but what the heck was that? Freaking glitch got us. Oh, we had... Oh, now we got another caution. Oh, boy. Debris. What the hell? I mean, that shouldn't have happened. Chat, I mean, it's right for me to take tires now, right? I'm at a disadvantage when I should have been the leader. I'm in 12th. I'm never going to drive up there on old tires. I think I pit for tires here. I feel like I did the right thing playing the strategy out the way I did, but the fact that the game messed that up so badly. If the game's gonna glitch on me, I'm doing it. I wouldn't have done this under the normal circumstance. Like, I was playing to my rules that we've been doing all season with the amount of tires that I have for a full race. But there was a glitch. We should have been the leader. We had a lap on the field. And then Dale Jr. would have been back on the lead lap. He would have been in second. And then those guys that were in front of us, that should have been the wave around. So this caution right here, that would have unlapped all of them. And then we'd have like 12 guys behind us. But instead, for some reason, it put us behind him. And then Dale Jr., who was in second and would have gotten the free pass, he was behind us too. So he's in 13th now. I see some other guys in there with damage. We're probably going to have quite a few debris yellows down the stretch. I think we're at 8 cautions in the race now. Green flag. I mean, the good news is we catch one more caution. All these lap cars are going to be out of the way. But the problem is we don't have a lot of time to try to get back to the lead. Am I not going to win Atlanta 2 nights in a row on the apron? Got 2 spots. I think I don't know what happened there. I think Waltrip and Martin are at the tail end of the field. I was starting to think that they maybe held some guys up. Trying to get as many spots as I can just in case. It was a one-time only circumstance where I broke my own rule. It was a game glitch that caused it. They pitted with about 30 to go. We really only have like, what, 15 laps? Fresher tires, green flag laps? It's not much. There's just so many lap cars up here. We're running out of time quick. They might catch Michael Waltrip and Mark Martin for the end of the race. We're in 9th. Watch me finish 8th, exactly where I did last night. They're going for it up there, though. Look at that. They're almost 4 wide for the lead. They're 3 by 3. Can you imagine they just all wrecked right in front of us? Oh, God. Going nuts up there. Just timed my best time of the race. Oh, no. AJ pinched me, and then I got hit. That kind of straightened me out when I got hit from behind. All right. Pretty wide. Oh, that wasn't AJ. That was Brian Vickers. That had the wrong Red Bull car. I'm on. Get him. Get him. Got a couple spots out of it, up to 6th. 6 to go. Still a second off the lead. Kyle Busch is out in front. One of these cars up ahead's a lap down. Five to go at the line. Get these 2. Sadler's a spot. Newman was a lap down. That's for 5th. Still a chance we catch a debris caution. It's getting split 3 wide. I don't like being in the middle right here. I don't know if this is a position or not for Vickers. I don't know how I held on in front of him, but I did. Three to go this time by. They're going to catch Mark Martin and Michael Waltrip. I feel a sneeze coming. Now is not the time. I'm battling my allergies. I'm battling traffic, a freaking game glitch. I don't know if we would have held on with about 12 or 13 of them behind us, but I would have liked my chances more there than here. Here, I just knew I wasn't going to have enough laps. Chance we catch a caution and get a green-white checker. But the problem is that I think we're only going to get one lap of a green-white checker, and that's not going to be enough either from fifth. Might be able to pick up a couple spots into turn one, and that would be about it. 2 to go. They're catching the first car now, right off the exit of turn 2. They'll get us within a second of the lead. Stay to the bottom. How did I get passed by Brian Vickers on the outside? I got one spot. Well, I got a spot and I lost a spot. White flag, 1 to go. Final lap. Brian Vickers took off like a bat out of hell. Kyle Busch out in front through 3 and 4. He's going to have the lead. Montoya second. Marlin in third. Well, that sucks we didn't win tonight. 2 nights in a row. But we'll bring it home in 5th. Kyle Busch wins at Atlanta. Dang it. Damn. 3 hours, 15 minutes, 3 seconds total time on the race tonight. Really wanted to win that. Well, we didn't lead the most. Montoya led the most, 74 laps led. We led for 54. Had we led to the end of the race, no, we had a little less than 20 to go. I don't think we were quite going to get there. We would have gotten close. Kyle Busch led 22 laps, started 8th, won. I believe that's the 3rd win of the season for Kyle Busch. Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, 3rd win of the season. He is not in the chase either, but he has the 2nd most wins on the year. It's like Shane Van Gisbergen. But, yeah, gets the win. 10th of a second margin of victory, 153.95 mile per hour average race speed. 7 cautions. I got a little ahead of myself. I was thinking there was 8 or 9. We had 7. 45 lead changes. But yeah, Busch gets the win. Good race. The glitch cost me a chance to win. I don't know if I would have actually won or not. I'm not going to... It cost me a chance at it, at the very least. So Kyle Busch wins, Montoya 2nd, Sterling Marlin 3rd, Brian Vickers 4th, Casey Kane in 5th, which was our driver, of course. Mike Wallace in 6th, Dale Jarrett 7th, Ellie Sadler at 8th, 9th for Denny Hamlin, Robbie Gordon rounded out the top 10. And we only have 14 cars finish on the lead lap, which is technically the right amount because who ended up... I can't believe they took the wave around and they, for some reason, were ahead of us. Oh my gosh, that was a NASCAR 21 ignition glitch. What the heck? Kyle Petty ends up DNFing on lap 8. He got in that crash early. Jamie McMurray, Ricky Rudd, David Reagan, Mark Martin, Michael Waltrip finished with many laps down. Bobby Labonte wrecked out late. So yeah, quite a few DNFs. Not as many as I thought we were going to have, especially having a couple early. Only 5 of them failed to finish too many laps down. So, well, we gave it a run. We'll check the point standings before we end the stream, since I'm not doing them myself on this season. And we're going by the usual 2007 points format with the chase at that year. 3 races to go. Dickey's 500 in Texas will be up next. Got a 355-point lead over Jeff Gordon. David Gillen, who was 2nd, is now 3rd in points. Kenny Schrader, 4th, having a great season as well. The fact Gillen and Schrader, 3rd, 4th, what the heck? 2007, might I add, not mid-90s Ken Schrader. Like, top 10 in points, that would have made sense. Hendrick Motorsport days. Matt Kenseth, 5th. Denny Stewart 6th, Dale Jr. Sorry, Mark Truex Jr., then Dale Jarrett. Michael Waltrip, Ryan Newman, top 10. Jimmy Johnson's 11th. He won the championship this season and the year before that, so he should be, by technicality, the best driver in this game. Jeff Gordon, who did have a great season that year, is second, though. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Doubleheader on the channel, Xfinity race Under the Lights in St. Louis. Have a good rest of your Friday, everybody, and I'll see you for the doubleheader tomorrow.